Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is episode number 14 of Roll the Balls Out. My name is Curt Copeland. People call me Cope.
I'm Joel VandeKoppel. People call me VCAD.
And our good buddy over there doing his thing, touching buttons and smiling, is Producer Marc. You're doing a great job,
I'm not
Marc.
smiling right now. That was kind of weird.
That was kind of a creepy intro for Producer Marc. He's touching buttons.
Pushing buttons is the proper terminology. Anyways, go on.
My apologies. I'm just trying to give him a compliment.
It was very nice of you.
Thank you.
Thank
Do it
you.
in a less creepy way next time.
Hey, guys,
Go back
thanks,
to touching buttons over here.
thanks for being here today, guys. It's awesome.
I'll be leaving now.
Joel, remind everybody why we are called Roll the Balls Out.
So I wrote to Mr. Stee. He would always yell at us for just rolling the balls out down there in the gym. And we got to give a little shout out to our golf team, who just broke the school record for, I think they shot 288 as a team. So I'm sure Stee would be very proud of them. But we miss him. We love him. And this is kind of our ode to him.
So good. Joel, we just did episode 13 not too long ago with our good friend, Pastor Chuck Swanson. What was your favorite part of episode 13?
Yeah, I think it has to be the Andrew stuff that we talked about. You and I had talked a little bit, and I thought you handled it well. Like, how are we going to handle the Andrew stuff? And you brought it up, and he was very open and honest about it. And I really respect him. I know he's talked about it in chapel a lot, about how he just doesn't want other people to go through the same kind of thing. I mean, as funny as he was, as great as he was, those heartfelt stories about Andrew really hit home.
Yeah, for sure.
You?
I agree. Pastor Chuck's the kind of guy that you can just sit and talk about anything with for a long period of time. And so he told some really good stories. Obviously, when he got into the culture and the music and the movies, like, I enjoyed that kind of stuff too. Maybe not so much the PBS as much as you guys did, but I'm not going to judge you for it.
I'm telling you, we're going to get you cultured. By the end of this podcast, you will be watching PBS.
The Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, a good episode just came out. I mean, we got one episode left, so I'm pretty...
It's the sandwich. Right? Isn't that what
the
that
Monte Cristo sandwich?
What restaurant was that? Do you remember?
Cheddar's. I think it was Cheddar's, wasn't it?
I don't know. It was not healthy.
No, and there had to be 4,000 calories just for the one sandwich.
Now you're talking my language. All right, time for a couple shout-outs. I'll start. Last week, on Friday, we had our annual Grandparents' Day here at South Christian. And I love talking to people that don't know anything about Christian ed, and they're like, you had what? Well, we had Grandparents' Day, where all grandparents of current students come in and go through some of the classes and just get exposed to what life is like here at South Christian. And it's a really fun day because, one, people do a lot of work on the front end to organize and make sure everything is set up for thousands of grandparents to come in and go through the school. And there's a lot of people, and it's great. So people do a lot of work on the front end, so we want to recognize them for doing that. But also, like, as teachers, we all have different roles and responsibilities throughout the day. Obviously, we're having grandparents come with their grandchildren to the first 3 classes of the day, which is fun. But, like, down in PE, like, this is great. Joel sets up, like, pickleball and, like, beanbags. And then it turns on oldies music, and they can just come hang out. And it's so fun to watch them play pickleball with their grandparents.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if, like, they would be insulted that I was going to play oldies, but they love it. Yeah. They're just out rocking around, and we also give them a warning that we don't really want any, like, bad injuries happening on the pickleball court. So
you have an ambulance, like, back
we
up.
Have, we have the
like a football game.
just ready to go.
Yep.
Some people get into it, though.
Oh, they really do, and we enjoy it too. It's great to see the generations that have come through here. We did get yelled at by Mr. Kerstetter's dad, who showed up for ripping on his son on the podcast, and I wish I could apologize for that, but it's just too much fun to rip on him, so I can't really apologize.
But Grandparents' Day is a cool thing. It's a cool day. It's history and tradition here at South. It's great to see all some familiar faces. I thoroughly enjoy it. I love driving the shuttle back and forth to the church because we got to save parking for the grandparents here at South, so the staff and the students. Like, that's just a fun day. Yeah. And then what's nice, because we're done at 11:30.
We got a little half day, and some of us went out on the golf course and had a good time in the afternoon.
Had a great time.
Girls are getting their hair done, and we were out on the golf course.
And why would they be getting their hair done, Joel?
Yeah, so my shout-out would be that same Friday, was our prom day. So this is the big kind of culmination dance for all the juniors and seniors, and I guess underclassmen if they get asked.
Okay, so Mark, was it called Banquet when you were here?
Junior senior banquet, yes.
Does anybody know when it turned to prom?
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometime in between 1994 and about 2018.
There's a big span there.
I wonder what the history is behind Banquet.
You know what? I think producer Marc probably ruined it. Like, it was such a nice formal event. And then
How would
I don't know.
I was
but
such
I'm not putting it past you.
I was such a good kid in high
Yeah,
school.
I'm
I would never have ruined prom. My theory was always that prom was somehow too
Risque?
secular or something, and so we made it into a bank. Mystery guest is kind of nodding. I think I'm gonna take that as affirmation of my wise analysis.
Very.
But yeah, I was kind of surprised when my kids finally came to South and it's prom now. They're just calling it prom.
We're just buying into it. We're just buying into it.
Just buying into the culture. It's sad. Another standard lowered.
Thank you, producer Marc. Do that stupid freaking sound bite.
Oh, hang on.
He can't even touch the right buttons anymore.
And I'll give myself this one too.
Anyway, what we were hoping to talk about before producer Marc took over the show.
That was on my eyes.
That was
Asked
you.
him a question. That was my fault.
Hey, producer Marc, he did give you a huge compliment yesterday, though. He said, "Hey, producer Marc is really funny and definitely provides a lot of good stuff to the show." So,
that's wonderful.
So at least one of us likes having you here.
It's heartwarming.
Anyway, back to my shout out. So yes, we had prom on Friday night, and it's a big deal for the high school kids. I think we all remember who our prom dates were back in the day, and actually our mystery guest has kind of a funny prom story that he or she will tell in a little bit. But it takes a lot of people and a lot of time to figure out prom, the logistics of it, where it's going to be, the food, the DJ, and shout out to DJ Frank because the prom committee actually flew in Frank, who was an exchange student here last year and went back to his home country, which I think is Hungary, but I'm not positive on that.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, and so they flew him back to DJ, and he's here this week, and he kind of stopped in and said hi to a bunch of teachers. And I'm not going to name everyone by name because I know a few people that are on the prom committee, but I don't want to leave anyone out, so we're just going to leave it as thank you to the prom committee for putting that on. All the kids have been raving about it and how nice it was, how the venue was great. Big shout out to the mac and cheese. Apparently the mac and cheese was fantastic at prom. So I know it was a memorable night for a lot of people. So shout out to them. And well done for putting on a good prom.
Good job. Love it. All right. Time for our good friend, Producer Marc. He's got some notes for us this week.
Producer notes. Very exciting. I thought I would actually dig into the stats a little bit.
Yeah,
because we haven't done that in a while. Just looking at our engagement, interesting moves on the country list. Okay. Interesting moves on the country list. United States still far out in advance of everybody else. 97% of our listeners are from the good old U.S. of A. 250
America.
Years today. America.
Ah, there we go.
That's right. In second place, surprisingly, and we'll have to figure out who this is, Vietnam.
Wow. Wow.
Vietnam now beating out Canada with 23 total downloads, Canada 21.
Boom.
I also noticed, kind of going through the list here, still impressed with Fiji. That's always good. And we know who that was, I think. But we have now, let me find it. Where is it? Iraq.
Wow.
Iraq.
Okay.
With 2 downloads in Iraq.
Wow.
So let's just say we're bringing peace to the Middle East.
That
Finally.
has to be a mistake.
No.
That
no.
has to be
I'm-
somebody like
Someone.
clicks on
Once could be a
something.
mistake,
Yeah.
but twice. Twice is a real thing.
Did you ever think that we would have downloads in Iraq?
No, I mean, I didn't think we'd have any downloads anywhere. the fact that we have any downloads.
We're nearing the 8,000 mark for total.
Boom,
downloads.
all
So
right.
hopefully, let's see if we can get to 10.
Yeah, let's do 10 grand by the end of the year. I love
feel
it.
like that's not going to happen, but we'll try.
We should do some sort of celebration if we do get to
Let's
10.
do a little giveaway or something at 10. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it
Giveaway. I wonder who could.
out. Oh, the muskie. Hey, by the way,
Oh,
little side note.
Saw a great
Yes.
muskie on Instagram this week.
So my brother, who is the original muskie bandit, 'cause
Yeah.
he used to wear one of those like the the neck, whatever.
Gators.
Gators,
Yeah.
and he would put it over his face in the sun, so he looked like a bandit. So we called him the Muskie Bandit. That's where Muskie Bandit baits come from.
Little history
Nice.
lesson.
Little
today.
history lesson. Well, on Saturday, he ran a little tournament out at Ovid Lake near Lansing, and he caught a 45-incher. So he won some money.
Is that the one you posted on
That's
the
the one I
Oh my-
posted.
That was huge.
Beast of a fish. So
Beautiful fish.
he did not catch it on a Muskie Bandit bait, however.
Oh,
so,
we got to cut the music then.
yeah, cut it off.
What?
So, like, I might disown him as a brother, but
That's all you got. That's all you have left now.
yeah.
I think that's the only move. Viewer mail, and this one is disappointing for me.
That means it's great.
Actually, we got two from the same person. Jared Wilson.
Yes,
Jared.
Jared,
Part
who's
of part of the Wilsi.
Yeah.
who up until this point I thought was a good kid. on my auditorium tech crew, he writes in and he says, "Hey, Cope and VK, if you want another thing to poke fun at," and he says PM for.
Oh,
I don't know
like
who
it.
PM is.
The PM over here.
Oh,
the
wait, it's
Producer
Producer
Prime
Marc. Shoot.
Minister.
Okay, I can't make fun of him for that because that's legit.
That's pretty tough.
Other than his impeccable wordsmithing skills,
The Mississippi is a river.
you
a
notice
river.
that I worked it into the title
Yeah,
of last
yeah,
week's
it's
episode.
very impressive.
Still a river.
Yeah, it's still a river. He likes to call himself the supreme commander of the auditorium forces in relation to his role as auditorium director. Do with that what you will. I will get back to this in
The
just a moment.
supreme leader.
On a more serious note, and I don't know how this is more serious, but I have one person I think you have forgotten about in the race between Sternberg, Cruzy, and Howe.
Oh.
Brady Viss.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm.
He is technically a long-term sub for
Yep.
Mrs. Vermas, so we can let the committee decide if he counts
Yeah.
for this race. If he does, I think he wins quite easily,
Wow.
beating Howe, Sternberg, and Cruzy, who would finish in that order. Love what you guys are doing here. Enjoy listening to the episodes. You guys are always hilarious, and look forward to many more episodes to come, which is interesting because he might not be at South for long with that. So I want to
The
explain.
supreme leader.
Obviously, the title of auditorium manager is kind of mid.
Yeah.
It's not-
what the
it's
kids
not
would
great.
say.
Yep,
Mid.
And so being a teacher at heart, I thought, how can I look back into history and find like a great leader of men, like a great, and I thought, well, Dwight Eisenhower, obviously the supreme commander of the Allied Expeditionary
The
Forces
Allied
in Europe.
Forces.
So I was like, okay, we'll just go with supreme commander of auditorium forces.
Sounds
it's
more
great.
like it sounds more like Mussolini.
It's great, and I can tell you that it's been a highly successful teaching tool. And then Jared writes in again. And he says, "Under serious threat to my attendance record here at South, I have no idea what he's talking about there. I don't. There were no threats. I am being forced to admit that SCAF role that Mr. Vandermas goes by is a legit thing that we all respect inside the booth community. It is in no way a joke, however it may be perceived by an outsider."
I feel like you got his email password and sent an email.
Yeah.
on
Well,
behalf
what
of
he
him.
forgot is that the emails actually come to me.
Yeah.
Now, we have a thing in the auditorium called auditorium points. Now, auditorium points are awarded by the Supreme Commander of the Auditorium Forces to members of the auditorium crew at the discretion of the
I'm
Supreme
lost.
Commander.
I am lost.
Right?
I'm following.
They mean absolutely nothing. You can't, exchange them for, cash or prizes. They have no academic value.
Brownie points.
And at the end of the year, they just go away. There's just nothing.
Like whose line is it?
But
anyway,
at the
where
same
points
time,
don't
they're
matter?
the most important thing in the world. Your auditorium points are Jared is going to lose some auditorium points.
They're called brownie points.
Not in the auditorium context.
Not according to the Supreme Commander.
Yeah, Supreme Commander decides that. So Jared,
Kind of like the committee.
Jared, you stabbed me in the back, and I'm deeply disappointed.
All right, let's go to
and
the.
that's it.
Go to the committee.
Yeah, I would
Is
say.
Brady now involved in the race.
I think Brady is involved in the race. I also don't think he's going to win. I still think Sternberg wins. I think Sterney, despite his kind of aloof nature sometime, is a really good athlete. And I think he beats even Brady Viss, our beloved long-term sub for Mrs. Maas. What do you think?
I don't know, dog.
Okay.
I think from a technical standpoint,
Yeah.
he would gain an advantage from the starting position and technique in terms of acceleration, top speed. He understands that way more than Stern
does.
So he might have a technical
Yeah,
advantage.
but I think natural athleticism goes to Sterney.
Yeah.
I wouldn't surprise me if Sterney just turned around, ran backwards, and taunted the rest of them.
We might be giving him
That's
a little too much.
A little too much credit.
All right.
Just a reminder to everybody, you can get your email read on the air. The address is RTBO at schs.org. Send in your questions, comments, suggestions, criticisms of the hosts, or praise.
Or criticisms for the supreme leader over here.
Yeah, criticism of
him under the bus.
See, I've already gotten criticisms. That's the thing. I want somebody else to get criticized.
Let's keep that criticism going.
RTBO at schs.org.
Hit us up. Hey, this one's going to be great. We have a commercial sponsor today. It's either going to be really good or really bad. We would like to welcome to the show Big Hands Mike Traffic Control.
Life is full of tough choices. Chicken or steak, hunting or fishing. But nothing paralyzes a driver like the three-way stops as you try to leave the parking lot on Grandparents' Day.
Why trust other drivers when you can trust the man whose palms have their own zip code? At Big Hands Mike Traffic Control, we don't just manage the flow, we command it. Whether you're headed to the beach or the mountains, don't let stop sign indecision tell you what to do.
Here at SCHS, we trust Mike Wolteis, a.k.a. Big Hands Mike, Traffic Control, to keep the drivers moving in an orderly fashion. With a neon vest, a whistle, and a big old smile.
Big Hands Mike Traffic Control, dedicated service with massive stop sign-sized hands.
All right, we kept it together pretty good there. That was the most ridiculous advertisement we've ever done.
So... Mike Wolteis, who I think this is year 3 at South Christian, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Works down with Mr. Klomp in the shop. He's a shop aide, and he also teaches a house repairs class. And the dude is one of my favorite people at South. And everybody needs to, at some point, introduce themselves to Mike Wolteis, because then he will be forced to shake your hand.
Got to shake his hand.
And his hand will envelop yours and completely, the dude's got massive hands.
Massive mitts.
And so, like I said earlier, at Grandparents' Day, we all have different responsibilities and things we got to do. Well, they decided to put Big Hands Mike out at this. We got this silly 3-way stop that nobody knows how to handle and nobody ever stops at, especially if they're students. So they threw Big Mike out there with a vest, and he went and bought a whistle, and it was like something out of a movie. He was blowing the whistle and waving his hands and smiling, and it was fantastic.
He bought a whistle?
Oh yeah,
That's awesome.
So he's out there for a couple hours blowing his whistle, waving those massive hands around.
Which apparently have their own zip code.
I love Mike.
I do too.
Great sense of humor.
My Mike story, I was in his group for PD a couple years, last year I think it was, and he sat down hey Mike, how you doing? How you adjusting to teaching? He goes, well, the kids don't listen to me. You got to say things 25 times, and you got to keep reminding them. Yep, that's education. Welcome, buddy.
Nailed it.
You nailed it.
The dude's salt of the earth. We love Big Mike, and he's got massive hands.
Massive hands.
Give him a handshake sometime. All right. It's time for mystery guest number 14.
I've been waiting for this one for a while.
This is gonna be
I'll be honest.
Bring the juice, baby.
It's been a while since we heard from Hutt. Sorry.
Mystery guest number 14 attended Holland Christian Schools.
Yeah, the old Maroons.
We've had a lot of HC in this show.
Where'd that come from?
Too much
A lot of
HC.
HC.
Sorry about that.
Mystery guest number 14, of course, attended Kelvin College.
Yeah.
Class of, I don't know, we'll figure that out.
1964.
Mystery guest number 14 currently serves in the English department here at South Christian High School. Mystery guest number 14, for probably close to 20-plus years, served as a varsity coach on staff here at South Christian. This will be the dead giveaway. Tennis.
Yeah. And was a 4-year varsity athlete at Calvin College University, one of the few.
We'll get to that. Mystery guest number 14 is none other than our good friend, Mr. Chuck Pothoven. Chucky.
Wow.
Chucky nicknames.
Yeah.
So
We're going to start right off with the good stuff.
as long as I've been around, Chuck has always gotten some amazing nicknames from his respected colleagues in the lounge. And they all have really good stories.
Thank you, Ken Hiskus.
Kenny Iskus, yeah. So my favorite one, and you're going to have to tell the story right away. Chucky Two Slice. Can you please tell the Chucky Two Slice story?
All right. Well, thanks, guys. This is you guys do a great job, by the way.
Thank you.
So this is hopefully a fun experience. We'll find out.
We'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. So back at the old school, before we had an actual cafeteria, lunches were served at various stations, and on Tuesdays and Fridays there was pizza, and then what used to be done was when there was leftover pizza that wasn't sold, they would bring that to the teacher's lounge. And we teachers were vultures, hovering, waiting, hoping.
Christian school teachers trying to get free food.
Exactly.
Here we see the teachers scavenging leftovers left behind by the ravenous students.
It was Ken Burns or whoever else this might be over there. So, they would bring it to the office desk in the teacher's lounge. That was in a separate room, but and so you'd have to go to the office desk and ask the office ladies, any pizza? No, not yet. Okay. And sometimes you were left barren, but then other times, often there's boxes and boxes and boxes left. Well, on this particular occasion, they brought in one box. It was less than half a pizza, maybe 3 slices. I was hungry, and I was the only one kind of going back and forth, hoping, even though, of course, I knew others wanted it, but that didn't register at the moment. And I took 2 of the 3, as I recall, and then only one other person got a slice, and then 5 or 6 others were like, wait, what? And here I sit with 2 slices in my hand, and Ken Hiskis, he's so good at the nickname stuff, right? And plays on words, and so he came up with Chucky Two Slice, and it is now when I go indoor golfing, that is my
name on the screen.
TrackMan name on my screen, Chucky Two Slice, which fits for my golf game as well.
Yeah, I always assumed it was a golf nickname. I didn't know it was pizza. You're stealing pizza from poor other Christian educators.
It's a two-way nickname.
It is, which is the best kind.
Yep.
Well, it's when it was a couple weeks ago. We asked somebody about the English band.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Really?
And
really?
We're going here.
You got to do
already.
this.
This is so, and we said Chucky would play the triangle. Okay, now it was just kind of an off the cuff, like funny in the time, but we didn't think anything of it.
We didn't say that. Rachel Westra said.
Okay, Rachel Westra.
I'm an angry man.
So the next day, Mr. Pothoven he walks down to the PE office with a triangle and just slowly hitting it like
doing my best Will Ferrell cowbell.
Yeah. Yes. So for about a month and a half now, we've called him Chucky Triangles, and he cannot let it go. Like he is so upset that Mrs. Westra said he would play the triangle.
Yeah. What can we give the guy who's got the least talent? Oh, we'll give him the triangle.
You go stand in right field.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so let's just jump right in there. If you were making the English band, what instrument, what role would you play?
Well, we all know you don't want me to be the lead singer.
We'll get to that story. That story's coming up too.
So, even though I did sing in college, all the way through college, but anyway. Give me the drums. Sure. Let me play the drums, which is akin to the triangle, I guess. So maybe Rachel wasn't too far off.
Well, where would you put Rachel? This is your chance to get her back here.
Air guitar.
Ooh. Ouch.
All right, fair enough.
She can interpretive dance and lip sync, so the air guitar kind of fits into that.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, and I don't want her to feel bad because it's all funny and it's all good. So, yeah. But it did rankle me a tiny bit. I'm not going to lie.
So Chuck, you mentioned that you have performed vocally.
Yeah.
There's a fantastic story. Prior to Joel and I,
we were not here.
Yeah.
I believe it was at a chapel?
It was a chapel. Yes, it was.
And what does everybody refer to the story as? Like, what do they call it now?
That's a different story.
Forever
grateful.
Grateful?
Yeah. Forever grateful.
Forever grateful. Would you like to tell that story?
Oh boy, I'm very grateful to be able to tell this. So
some would say forever.
And this is a funny story too. So it's the last chapel before Christmas break. So and it was a Friday, end of day,
early 2000s.
Yeah, probably because I got here in the fall of '99. So we'll call it 05-ish, give or take. and a colleague of ours put the band together, a teacher band. And so it was all teachers, drums, guitar. This teacher who organized it all was the bass player. And then we had about 5 or 6 of us singing. And we sang, it was a Christmas chapel. And so we're singing songs. And as we rehearsed earlier in the day, there was one, Forever Grateful, that none of us knew. And we were told by said leader of band that, don't worry, the kids all know it. They'll chime in. It'll be fine. And I'm like, okay.
Famous last
we
words.
don't know this, and so on. So, okay. Then, like 2 hours later, after the songs and the tunes fade a tiny bit, you get to chapel. And, yeah, Joy to the World, you bet, got that one. And I forget what else we might have sang. And then we get to this one. And as they're playing the tune, where the words are supposed to land, I got the words in front of me, but where they go, I can't piece it together. And I'm going to say that the bass player, the drum player, guitar player, they were not all in sync exactly either. The guitar player will attest to that.
He's done his research.
Yeah. So it's not coming to me, and I'm fumbling, and the other teacher singers, they like retreated from their microphones, and I in my head I wanted this to be worshipful. This was the last thing before Christmas, so I held my ground, despite everyone else's better judgment. I held my ground, and I fumbled through it, and it was a disaster. And when we finished, the applause and laughter in unison was tremendous, because everybody saw what a train wreck that was. So that's the main part of the story. But then the other part, after school, went to the lounge, and back then everybody kind of went to the lounge. Important note, the band leader did not go to the lounge.
Oh, wow.
The band leader knew, and I knew what was coming. I didn't realize to what extent. So I get to the lounge, and all the teachers are there talking like we often did. And as soon as I walk in, they all stood up and started laughing and cheering for me. And, okay, so what I did, I took a chair, I put it in the middle of the teacher's lounge, and I said, "Go ahead, have at it, have at it." George Gitchell, our former vice principal, he said that was my finest hour, letting my colleagues have fun at my expense. So there you go.
Chucky Solo.
Yeah. Don't sing songs you don't know with a microphone. It's sort of like what you guys do. You don't know what's going to come out of your mouth next.
No, we do not.
But here we go.
Awesome.
Here we go.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Chuck Pothoven when he grew up.
Ooh. Well, I did not graduate in 1964. I was born in 66. But anyway, Holland, Michigan, and both my parents were teachers, and that's an interesting part of my story, I think, how I got into teaching. But Holland Christian, tennis player, Calvin College, all the things. I had a very normal, wonderful, safe childhood. Holland, Michigan in the 70s, pretty simple town, right? Paperboy, Holland Sentinel, had a nice paper out, worked at Russ's. Your classics.
Checking all the boxes.
Every
Your
Holland
classic Holland, Michigan.
stereotype.
I was in the Tulip Time Parade as one of the Dutch masters in 5th grade. Anyway,
You can be part of the supreme leader over here, the
yeah,
Dutch
yeah.
master and
One of the
supreme
Dutch,
leader.
like are we
Van
talking
Gogh,
Van Gogh?
and Rembrandt.
Wow.
Yeah. 5 of us.
That's like advanced Tulip Time Parade.
Yeah, we were a special armed force.
Did you have to
special
like
force.
scrub the streets for a few years before you got it?
And no.
master?
We were the right age at the right time. That's all it was. So anyway, and so that's it's pretty uneventful. 2 sisters, and it was great. It was a great, wonderful, loving home, and so on. Went to Calvin. Did not know I was going to be a teacher. Went through 2 years of Calvin, not knowing, which maybe was a little more common back when it wasn't as expensive as it is, right? And and I did not want to be a teacher. I did not want to. And my dad was, my mom was, whatever. It didn't register.
Would you want to be a singer?
Kurt.
Curt.
No, I knew that. Yeah, business. So what
business.
every college kid who at some point you have to declare. And at Calvin back in our day, by second semester sophomore, you had to declare a major. Okay, business. Well, I'm in an English class, and there's a nice connection to Joel and his family. But English class professor Carol Winters, and about halfway through the semester, she says, "What's your major?" I don't know. Business. She goes, "Huh? You ought to be a teacher. You'd be a good teacher." And it was like the veil was lifted. And it was like it made perfect sense, and that was the first time that I entertained that. It changed all my courses into English courses, etc. And a nice part of the story, as I sit here with Joel across from the table, is his dad was one of those English professors that was extremely important and influential and supportive in my path to be an English teacher. I had your dad for basically while we were student teaching. He had a class that. I think it met once a week. I was in that same class with Mrs. Wieringa, our registrar, a former English teacher here. And so anyway, there's some people that played an important role in that, and went into teaching, and here I am.
All right, so you graduated from Calvin what year?
Well, depends on what you want to call the 5-year folks. So, 89 or 90, officially 90.
Okay.
Yep.
And then where'd you go right out of there?
I taught for 9 years at Plymouth Christian High School, north side of Grand Rapids, part of the Netherlands Reformed Church. And once in a while, I mention that to students, and once in a while you get someone who's either got a neighbor or a relative that's affiliated with that school, with that church. I had a really good experience there. It took a little bit because it's a different denomination than mine, but they're really good people. But it wasn't exactly like my upbringing, and after 9 years, I was able to get this job here at South Christian, and they have no sports there, and I always wanted to get into coaching, and so that was, and at one point, because I worked at Michigan Athletic Club in the summers, teaching tennis lessons and whatnot, somebody there said the Cornerstone University tennis position is open, and I'm like, I looked into it. I did that for 5 years. During my last year of that coaching there, I got my job at South. So I coached one more year at Cornerstone while here, and then I was fortunate enough that the boys' varsity position was available, and I stepped right into that, and did that for a while.
And how many years total?
21. So you were very accurate.
Very close.
21 years. I was the boys' varsity tennis coach.
I remember one of the first times I met Chuck, it was when I was the athletic director, just got hired, and he was a tennis coach. So we hit it off right away, and he always just reminded me, like, hey, don't forget about us tennis people over here. What I always like, and I don't know anything about tennis. I never had to run a tournament.
Yeah.
I'll get teams to show up, but like what they get at the courts, like I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Chuck was like, "Don't worry, I got it." This dude is the master of running a tournament. And it was nice because when I was hired here, we had the nice facility, which used to be the sports park. Yep, people liked coming to play here.
Yeah.
We have a top-notch tennis facility.
Yeah.
And in terms of running tournaments, I had a good teacher. My dad actually ran the boys CD state title tournament every year at Holland Christian. And so I helped him doing that as a kid.
Yeah, that's how you learn. And it was great. And so we hosted just about everything because we had the nice stuff and we had the dude pulling the trigger,
There you go.
making it all go. So that was a really seamless, smooth transition.
Yeah.
So
Thanks.
cool. Let's go. You've got to have some really good Stee stories.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. Can't tell all of them. But I am wearing a vest today because we decided Thursdays, right, was going to be vest day in honor of Marc. So almost every Thursday this year, I've stuck to that. And so I thought today I better wear a vest.
Yes.
And so I got a vest on for those who can't see us. I thought of two that I think makes sense. Joel, you've already, I think it was Joel, referenced one of them, this 4-year varsity athlete club. Marc started the club And at the time that the club started, he and I were the only two
Staff members.
males
Yeah, male
on
staff
staff who played college athletics for 4 years. And we both then lived into that, and we're very proud of that. And the wonderful irony is I'm sure many would say there are others who are far better athletes than Mark and I, but they did not play 4 years of college varsity athletics like he did. He golf, me tennis. So we loved being members of that club. And at one point, there was a female staff member who might have played 4 years of women's college athletics like in the 70s. And Mark would always, it doesn't count. They were begging people to play. And he would say that to her face.
Classic Steve.
Yeah. And of course, since then, we now have been joined by many, many others. I think Joel being one of those.
Yeah.
Curt, did you 4 years?
I have 1 year
Okay.
of varsity. I have one varsity.
I've seen the picture.
I've seen the picture.
But what a year it was.
What a great handoff that was.
Yeah, now we've got many.
Yeah.
It's a larger club, which Stee started it, and that's fun. So the other story is another one of not exactly a nickname, but when my name is invoked. You've said on this podcast before that Mark had an uncanny ability to remember everyone's score,
Yeah.
every shot of every hole within his foursome. It's unbelievable. And so often you don't have if you're in his foursome, you don't need to really remember or keep track. You can always ask him. Of course, you try to keep track, and I tried, and I'm not always successful. And
Conveniently.
yeah, right. No, not always, but probably more often. So, and one particular time, I believe it was hole number 1 or 2 at Hamilton Golf Course,
Diamond Springs.
Diamond Springs. I think it was at Diamond Springs, and I'm trying to pay attention, trying to be complimentary. After he made a putt, Mark, did you birdie that? And he got a little salty. No, I had a bogey. Didn't you see me in that trap? Like, yeah,
Sorry.
now I remember. And so from that, my golfing colleagues will say when somebody loses track of the score, a chuck has been played. And that is initially from Mark, my silliness, losing track of score, and Mark's reply to that. So those are a couple of good, wonderful Mark memories. And there are so many others, of course.
And you had a unique, wonderful relationship with Mark over a long period of time. And so obviously a lot of thoughts, feelings, and emotions have happened over the last few months. And
Yes, for sure. And not only golf and athletics, but as a colleague and as a friend. So, Mark had a painting business, which his dad is continuing, and other colleagues of ours. And I have a tennis court thing.
Court Mending.
By the way,
Vander.
the original sponsor, I believe.
Yeah, it might have
of
been.
the
It might have been. It might have
podcast,
been.
Episode 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of those top class facilities that we have, didn't
Yeah.
you guys just redo those?
Yes, we did. Yeah.
Yeah, the court menders.
Second time. Yeah, we
Yeah.
painted them. So
They've been mended.
They've been
So Mark and I would talk our summer businesses frequently, and I would bounce concerns and ideas off of him, and he would do the same. And I really enjoyed and appreciate that about Mark. The other thing, a little fun little side note, sad when they added the new wing to this building, these 5 new classrooms. Of course, then it's okay. Where do we put people? And it turns out, they couldn't fit every department member with their department. They ran out of space. And so they needed to take a social studies and an English and, send us away from the rest. And that was going to be Mark and myself on the end of this first floor wing. And they packaged it successfully as, hey, but we'll put you guys next to each other because we know you guys are pals. And Mark and I were both like, yeah, awesome. And tragically that was cut short. And so most every day I feel that, and I recognize and I sense his absence and our loss. And so loved him in so many ways. The other thing, after you guys asked me to be a part of this episode, I thought, what else about Mark? People who have a very high emotional intelligence, how to read people. And another name that would come to mind, Joel, I don't know if you ever knew Bob Blackwire. Curt, you knew
No.
Bob. Bob had an incredible ability to read and understand people, and so did Marc. We've talked about that as our dean of students, how to mentor and discipline kids lovingly. But he had that with his colleagues as well. So great friend, miss him a lot.
Yep, good stuff. All right, so you went to prom at Holland Christian your junior year?
Yeah, okay.
Would you like to tell that
I did
story?
open the door to this when I heard you guys talk about it, the shout out. I'm like, oh boy, I got.
I feel like we talked about this a couple weeks ago in the lounge as well.
Yeah. So I'll try to keep it short and simple, but
The lesson is never talk about anything in the lounge.
Rule number one.
yeah, right.
Just don't.
You're
Right.
exposed.
Yeah, and that's fine. That's fine, right? I'm an open book. So I didn't date a lot in high school, and I always like to jokingly say to the students, I know that'll come as a surprise to you all. Anyway, I had high standards, is what I like to tell myself. That's my line. And I made an oath to myself junior year of like August. I'm going to have a date for Banquet. We did call it junior senior banquet back in the day as well. I'm going to have a date. And August, September, not dating, not worried. November, December, not dating, a little nervous. Like, February, March, there's still nothing on the radar. And, what are we going to do here?
It's crunch time.
It's crunch time. I think it was after spring break. So we're April, right? Get back, and word gets back to me that a classmate, and not exactly in my inner circle of friends, but a classmate that I knew, and we were in classes together. She broke up with her, quote, long-term boyfriend.
Okay.
And word got back to me she wanted to go to the banquet with me.
Okay.
Now, at the time, I didn't necessarily realize she probably, because everyone else had already been coupled up, she was just as nervous and wondering what she was going to do. But anyway, we asked her on a date. We went on a double date from Holland to Calvin College. Glenn Boltice. Mark, remember that name? Glenn Boltice concert.
Cruising down the belt line.
Yep.
Calvin Girl.
Yep, exactly
Fantastic
right.
songs.
Yep. So
you wouldn't know about that. Girl.
Yeah.
You guys don't have like artists.
We have our
at your
artists,
school.
that sing songs. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hope College Fight Song.
Sounds like a real banger. Boltice.
Pulling down the belt.
Yeah. So it's on the way home that things went south. This is on our first date, not prom. This is a double date. You got to see if this might work. We're on our way home, and a song comes on the radio. My buddy and his girlfriend are in the front driving, and she and I are in the back seat traveling back home to Holland. And a song comes on the radio. Phil Collins, Take a Look at Me Now, or Against All Odds, I think is the official name of the song. And she begins to cry. So when I tell this story to nearly every class I've ever taught at South Christian and Plymouth Christian, I always ask the girls, why does she begin to cry? And some of them understand it's their song. And then I ask the guys, all right, guys, what do you do? And you just get some fun reactions. I jump out of the car. Well, we are going down a highway. I don't care. Here we go, Mark.
Just wanted to set the mood for you.
Yeah. So the best response from a student was, say to your buddy, turn it up, I love this song.
Oh, no.
And then the other one, some guys would say, you hold her hand and hug her. And most of the girls, if they've ever dated before, cringe at that because I'm the other guy. I did not do that. I simply said, are you okay? Yes. And that was it for the rest of the car ride home. My buddy is doing all he can not to laugh out loud. So that's only the first part of the story. The second, it gets worse. So juniors always decorated the gym for seniors, right? And that's part of the junior-senior banquet. And that's what we juniors were doing every night the week of the banquet, right? Monday through Thursday. And, it was pretty elaborate. Wednesday, we are 48 hours from go time. And I always tell students, and seniors understand this, there's a lot of money that changes hands. You got to buy tickets and corsage, boutonnieres. And we rented tuxes in those days.
Oh, yeah.
Bad move. Really bad move. And another thing I throw at the students, what's one of the most important things? It's the pictures.
Oh,
It's the pictures. And my tuxedo matched her dress, right? These are all important and went into the decisions that followed. Wednesday, 48 hours from go time, she says, we need to talk.
Oh, the dreaded we need to talk.
Yeah, that's something else I tell students, guys, things you never want to hear. We need to talk. So we go outside the gymnasium in the hallway. Tom and I got back together again, but I'll still go to the banquet with you. So I made this oath to myself I was going to have a date, and there's really not a great punchline here, but the bottom line is I went to junior year prom with a girl back together with her boyfriend. That was my date. That was my date. So the bar was low. All right.
That's good stuff, man.
That is great stuff.
Uh-huh.
So
And I rated, she was at South Christian like 15 years ago for like a deacon's conference or something. She saw my name on the door, and she waved and said hi, and I said, by the way, you got to realize I tell a story about you to every class I've ever taught, and she didn't remember the details terribly well, but I was kind of dramatic back then. She's a good person.
Did she marry the guy that she got back together?
No. And the other thing, students say, you should have traded dates and gone with that girl. No. That wasn't gonna happen. So there you go. All right.
It's real messy.
There you go. Junior year.
Awesome. All right. You teach film studies.
Yes.
Here we go.
You are a film aficionado.
Well, yeah, stories, right? I'm not a film buff. Like Joel is pretty good. Ryan Van Heuvel, English teacher, but sure, I teach film.
What's the favorite movie you show in film studies?
The one that I'm going to start this coming Monday, Shawshank Redemption, usually pulls the highest. I do surveys at the end of the semester. And that one rates very high. The Prestige rates very high. Dark Knight continues to capture their attention and imagination. Gran Torino.
Oh yeah, I love
Gran Torino. Oh, good movie.
Clint.
Yep.
Absolutely.
What's the funniest one though?
Well, I show one comedy, and that is Ferris Bueller's Day.
Yes!
So I actually thought, last episode, Mark referenced how the sausage is made, and of course we got
The Sausage
Abe
King.
Roman, who brought Sausage King of Chicago. I weep for the future.
So if you could pick one of those movies that you show in
Yeah.
class, what's the one guarantee you have to show?
Shawshank.
Shawshank. Makes
And
sense.
and 1 year we ran out of time. I forget why, and I regret it. Right, and so now the seniors leave early. I make a point. I skip others. I make sure to show Shawshank just because they truly do enjoy it. By the time it wraps up, it just wraps itself around you. It's mesmerizing.
Nice.
Have a lot of them seen that movie before you had shown it, or is it kind of
It's significantly less than half, right? So maybe 2 or 3 or 4
okay?
at most.
Because it's on TBS like every
Right.
4
I
hours.
do say that, yeah. But, I'm going to say 10 years ago, then yes, more would have seen it because of that. Kids don't watch regular TV.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For
So,
sure.
yep.
For sure. What would you say your favorite movie is?
Great question.
Of all time.
Yeah. For a long time, it was Braveheart. I loved Braveheart. Shawshank is up there. Saving Private Ryan is probably my favorite war movie. Dumb and Dumber, my favorite comedy. But Slumdog Millionaire. I show that one in class.
wow.
I like Slumdog quite a bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so let's piggyback on that now. You teach English. What's your favorite book?
Yeah. I haven't read it in a few years now, but Joseph Conrad, Heart of Darkness, just really captured my attention when I read it. And I read it as part of a grad class for Grand Valley when I got my master's. And I liked it. I read it twice. I really enjoyed that book. To Kill a Mockingbird is still one of my top 5.
Okay.
More recently, The Kite Runner.
Oh, okay.
And The Book Thief. And the thing about The Book Thief, it's maybe more young adult, like 8th and 9th grade, but the fact that death is the narrator,
Oh, wow.
I just thought was fascinating. And not scary death, but just death who is resigned to take souls. And it's set during World War II, so death is a busy character.
Yeah.
Anyway, those are the books that,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Go ahead. Go
What?
ahead.
I'm sitting over here while we're talking about movies and books,
Yeah.
and Cope is just glazed over eyes.
You can- I have a legitimate question.
Okay.
Are books like movies where you read them multiple times?
Ooh. I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Number one, because there's more of a time investment.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
I have read To Kill a Mockingbird probably a dozen times. Part of it's because I teach it.
Yep.
But I've read it cover to cover about a dozen times. I'm trying to think, how many books have I read twice? I'm sure Huckleberry Finn. That was one of my favorites, too. I haven't taught it in a long time. I've never taught it here at South, but I love that book, too. No, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Fair.
Movies, you miss a lot first viewing.
Sure. Yep.
Especially if you're trying to watch it carefully. And when you dissect and unpack, which is a little bit what I try to do with students in film studies, man, there's a lot there.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't catch it first time.
Sure. Makes sense.
All right, so this is a question that we've been toying around in the PE office. We asked it the other day.
Yeah.
Knowing what you know now,
Uh-huh.
okay, and you have to choose one. You can't
boy.
just say, like I like my life like it is.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Would you go back to high school and
Ooh.
relive those years or college years?
Oh, college.
Knowing what you know now.
College.
Yeah? Why?
Oh, yeah. Freshman year of high school was not the easiest for me. The whole friend dynamic, and it settled in a wonderful place, and I'm still friends with all the same guys. But yeah,
But that's messy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas college, all those issues were sorted out, and the same people were largely my college buddies. And then you meet some new folks. One of my best friends was our wall mate. He was a year behind us, tennis player, and he and I hit it off right away. We were best men in each other's weddings, and we're still pals. Met my wife, of course, at Calvin. So yeah, the tennis experience. College was fantastic.
Okay.
Calvin College was fantastic. Maybe not everybody sitting at this table could say that they had a great college experience. Maybe that's why the question came up and there was debate. Right?
Oh yeah.
Out of
Shots fired.
We act like your college experience was awful or something like that. Like you loved every minute of it. You met your future wife.
Yeah.
But hope is terrible.
At the same
so.
time, you lived in like a sand cave on Lake Michigan, and you
Outta here.
you scratched out your notes on like a tablet.
Jealousy.
Go to Village Inn Pizza. I mean, it's all you got.
Jealousy.
It's all you. Skiles Tavern.
What about you, Joel?
Being a Hollander that I am.
So
High school or college?
we talked about this a lot, and like I had a hard time with it because I really enjoyed both my high school and college experiences. I actually think, and this is what I've said through the years, like I really enjoyed my time at Calvin, but if I had to do it again, I'd probably go back to college, but then go to a bigger school, like even a Grand Valley. But like the idea of going to Michigan State or Michigan or Purdue or Indiana kind of intrigues me because like I grew up in West Michigan. The West Michigan bubble is a real thing. And like when I got a job in Lansing, you realize there was more to life than just that bubble. So I think I would have, and I enjoyed playing soccer there, but it's always, man, I could have done something a little bit different and gone with that. High school, I had a great group of friends in high school. Like we were all very similar. We were all academically fine, athletically fine. We all got along. So like, I don't know if I would have done a whole lot different there. But it was, if I had to do it again, I'd probably go back to college, but change a few things. What about you?
This is no way and by any means a shot to anybody in my high school experience. I had awesome friends. I had awesome teachers. I had awesome coaches. I would go back to high school, and the day one, I would freaking punch myself in the throat. And just like, dude, don't worry about the stuff that you think is important. It's not.
Yes.
And like,
That is so true.
and like, you're not that big of a deal.
No.
And there were times where with the crew that I ran with and the activities that we did, like we thought we were a big deal. And we weren't. And I want to just go back and just shake myself and be like, knock it off. And like whatever you're worrying about doesn't matter.
Well, you did look like Eminem back in the day. We have seen the frosted tips on the earrings.
For like a month of my senior year. That doesn't count.
All right, fair enough.
Removed,
Fair
stricken
enough.
from the record.
Producer Marc, what about you?
I would choose. I just had a conversation yesterday with a shout out, by the way, to our graduated seniors from last year who are now coming back from like their first year of college.
Yeah.
I had a conversation with a couple of them yesterday, and I said to them, well, I thought about it afterwards, that there's that line from The Office where Andy goes, I wish there was a way you could know you're in the good old days when you're actually in them.
Yes.
And in talking with these folks, I was thinking, wow, they're doing that thing right now where they're having these experiences that are going to be so formative. For me, it came after college. Like the time that I found the friend group that really was impactful in my life. When I met my wife, that's like a huge, huge thing, and kind of like that happened after I was out of college. And I would love to relive that because such formative experiences and still have such a huge impact on me. And there's a few things that I wish that I would probably be like, sit down with my former self, my younger self, and be like, dude, patience, and steadiness, and just you're going to make it. But yeah, I can't say that I really cherish either my high school or college experience, but like that post college time would be for me.
I'll add one thing before we move on too. Like the one thing I've always said about my high school, I was very judgmental, and I wish I could go back and be like I am now, like way more accepting of people that weren't like me necessarily, and it just in any way, like, oh, you were smoking a cigarette, you're the worst thing in the world, and I was way too judgmental, and I wish I could go
You were
back.
smoking a cigarette?
Yeah, no, I never did, but the people did, those heathens, but.
All right, Chuck.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dessert?
I don't like how hard Joel is laughing at that question.
In particular, you enjoy, if you had one dessert you could pick.
I feel like there's a backstory here that we're not.
What would it be?
Oh, how about
Tell the truth.
well,
Yeah, don't make anything up here.
slices of cake? Is that what? I'm not sure where you're going with this. My wife makes a fabulous mint ice cream chocolate whatever. Yeah.
I thought it was mousse.
Oh, is that? Yeah. Little chocolate mousse that I eat with a very dainty spoon. Is that what you're getting
I
at?
thought you had a story about a really nice chocolate mousse. Maybe it was just a made-up story that we pick on.
I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
okay.
that's fine.
We pick on you too much. We pick on you too much.
All right, you're known as the fact chucker.
Yeah.
Another nickname that's
How
great.
did you,
Kenny
tell us about becoming fact chucker.
Well, once in a while, people in the lounge toss out supposed facts.
Big, yeah. Yeah.
And once in a while, they need to be
Checked.
fact checked, fact checked. And so, in the early days of smartphones, we're sitting in the lounge, and this wasn't the first time, but one that I remember very well. Ken Hiskus claimed, I think, that Akeem Olajuwon was not a 7-footer, and I said, he's a 7-footer. Or vice versa. And it ruins the story that I can't remember which side this landed on, but I insisted no, that he was, and Ken Hiskus, so I checked it out, and he was what I thought he was, I think 7-footer. And Ken Hiskus found on a Nigerian website, as he likes to say, that Olajuwon was, in fact, maybe 6'10" and not 7 foot. Anyway, so I would haul out the smartphone as someone is
making some bold claims.
Making some hot takes, bold claims. And it actually turns out such and such. Or sometimes, that's correct. That checks. So,
So you are
fact
the
checker.
resident fact checker.
Fact checker.
There was one last week where he claimed that Burt Reynolds had won an Academy Award,
Yeah.
which I immediately shot down.
You did.
And said there is no way that he has. And sure enough, he had not. So I win again.
On a technique. Joel is correct. He was nominated.
He was nominated for, whatever,
Yep.
but like
Smokey and the Bandit, probably.
Well, it's
Negative.
It's a movie that we don't really need to get into. Paul Thomas Anderson. movie.
Yes, I
There
know
you
what
go.
you're talking about.
But we love that part about you, Chuck. So we got to wrap it up here.
We got to do music first.
Yeah, we got to.
We got to do music.
Yeah.
You are very eclectic when it
Yes.
comes to music. Sometimes you question what Joel and I play.
Yeah, right.
If we're in a golf cart with you, having fun
Certain
with
genres.
Yeah, there's certain things where
I
we
feel like I need baptism
we
afterwards.
like to give you some culture in terms of music, but you're a big music guy.
I do like music. There are others that may be more eclectic and know far more than me. But yes, I enjoy music, and I got a sweet spot. 80s, 70s, classic rock, alternative. But most of that is in the 90s and later, where I don't know the band names or songs as well.
One band or musician for the rest of your life. Who is it?
U2.
Wow.
He was ready for that one.
Yeah.
He was ready for that.
And I would, because they've been around my entire teenage and adult life.
Yeah.
They have a fabulous. You need a large discography if that's your only band the rest of your life.
Favorite album?
Come on, I'm drawing a blank. Joshua Tree was great when that came out.
Achtung Baby.
That's the one.
Achtung Baby.
Achtung Baby. That is a fabulous album. So of you two, those are probably my favorite. My favorite album, probably Springsteen, Born to Run, or Who's Next.
Nice.
What's your favorite U2 song currently? Because I'm sure it changes.
Yeah. Oh boy, and this is where I because I'm older, born in apparently graduated in '64.
He's so
really
bad
hanging
about
on to that.
He is so bad. Chucky Triangles, let it go, man.
Boy, I should have. Maybe we need to insert my answer after we mix all this together. Come on, it's on their third or fourth album. I'm drawing a blank on the title.
Unforgettable Fire. You going back?
That's the album. That's the album.
Pride in the Name of Love.
Nope.
Bad.
Yep. Bad.
Bad. Okay.
I'm also a U2 fan.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that.
I'm just here as the fact checker.
And the live version of Bad, where the bells are a little more pronounced. That is just
seen it. I've seen U2 live probably 8 or 10 times, and the live version of that is really, really good.
I went once real quick, and we went with a bunch of teachers and one teacher's son. Grim, Van Heuvel, Mike Miedema, myself, and Mr. Volkema.
Yeah.
We went to YouTube Chicago 15 years ago.
Soldier Field?
Yeah.
Nice.
It was epic.
My buddy went to that same concert, and he swears that Bono looked at him and caught his eyes. It's like, you're so
Was
ridiculous.
that the 360?
You were so ridiculous.
And we were in the second row I was as far away from the band as I am from Joel right now.
Nice.
Jealous.
Awesome. That is awesome.
Jealous.
All right, so we gotta wrap it up, and we kind of we'll take a more serious note. But the students that you have in class as they leave, what do you want them to take away from being in Mr. Pothoven's class?
Yeah, it's a great question that you guys ask the folks that we teach with. I always enjoy their answers. I hope they experience some joy in my classroom. I try to make it a fun, while still learning things, a fun place to be, that they are seen and heard. And even as I say that, I know we don't do that perfectly. And some students, they're more reserved, or they don't want to be as seen, so you don't want to call them out. That's sometimes not good either. But hopefully that they feel that they matter and that they belong. And so those are the things I shoot for.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. That's a great answer.
Awesome. Chuck, we appreciate you. Obviously, we all feel like we have a great friendship together.
100%.
We do sometimes pick on you.
Sometimes my foibles provide fodder for you guys.
Foibles and fodder, great English teacher words.
But I think we want you to know how much we love you too, man. Yeah. We appreciate you coming on, spending some time with us, and all the fun stuff we get to do together. Can't wait to go on a golf trip with you and share some stories and good memories about Mark.
Love you guys. Love working at this place with all of us. And so thank you so much. My walk-up song would be Foo Fighters, There Goes My Hero. And that's a nod to my daughter. That's a shout-out to my daughter.
And here I dug up Glenn Boltheis for you.
That's good, too.
Welcome to Calvin.
Welcome to Calvin.
Hey, that's
There's a
episode.
New girl in the window, third floor, Eldersville tonight.
I just hope that she's not Canadian.
That's right.
This is episode 14. Call Big Hands Mike, if you need some traffic control. And we'll tune in another day. We out.
Canadian.